We're gonna find the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. If we have a matrix in that general form, this is the inverse formula. So we'll look at an example. We wanna find the inverse of this matrix. So the first thing we want is this fraction. So we have 1 over A times D. So look at the spots, A times D. So it's gonna be 3 times negative 2 here. Minus, don't forget that minus, B times C. So the other two diagonals, negative 1 times 2. And then the matrix switches around a little bit. Notice D is in the top left and A is in the bottom right. So they flipped. A used to be in the top left and D was in the bottom right. So that 3 and negative 2 need to switch. Then notice we have B at the top right. This is negative B. So B stays where it is, but we just put a negative in front. So basically, if it was a positive, now it's a negative. If it was a negative, now it's a negative negative, which is a positive. So it's just saying switch the sign. So that was a negative 1 in the top right, now it's gonna be a positive 1. And then same with the C. C is still where it was, but it's the opposite sign. So that was a positive 2, now it's a negative 2. So that's 1 over negative 6 minus negative 2. And negative 6 minus negative 2 is like negative 6 plus 2, which is negative 4. And then we can distribute the negative 1/4 in. So basically we can put everything over negative 4. And these two can simplify to 1/2. So if you want to see one more example, here's matrix B. If we want to find B inverse, we do 1 over AD minus BC. So A times D minus B times C. Make sure you do this fraction part before you do all your switching around of the matrix. So that's 6 times negative 8 minus 2 times negative 3. And then your matrix, A and D flip. So that's negative 8 and that's 6. Negative B, so B stays where it is but changes sign. And negative C, so C stays where it is but changes sign. So that's negative 48 plus 6, and that's 1 over negative 42. And we can distribute that 1 over negative 42. So we can put everything over negative 42 and then simplify the fractions. We can divide for the top left both of those by 2, and a negative over a negative becomes a positive. For the top right, we can divide both by 3. Bottom left, divide both by 2, and a negative divided by negative is a positive. And bottom right, 6 goes into both of those. So that will be 1 over 7, and there's still a negative there.